Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back. We're taking a look at the Sennheiser E609 today. This is a instrument-only microphone, as well as so is the rest of the 600 series. If you want a vocal mic, they do have the E800 series as well. Anyhow, so I'm wearing a headset today, so haven't got things perfectly dialed in as far as my voice goes, but I'm not singing anyways. I'm just talking to you guys, and I am going to shut the mic off during the play. But today in church, I used this microphone. I went into Long McQuaid yesterday looking for a specific amp, and of course, they don't have any in stock. I wanted something with line out on it because I don't have anything with line out, and I'm not hauling my tube amp in there. Which I do have wired to a DI box now. It's just too much extra hassle. It's the head, the cab, and it's a lot of extra work. And it's like I just need a solid state amp, and this amp does work. It does get the job done. But I'm thinking about buying it, or I may buy the 30 watt, which is going to cost me almost 3 times the money because it'll be a brand new one. But more money, more wattage. I don't know, maybe more toys. I'm going to have to compare the two again. But anyway, so we've got the Marshall MG15 CFX. I've been doing a few videos on it. And I picked up this mic as a solution. The one guy that I talked to in North Bay that knows this stuff pretty good, he said, I got an idea for you. I use one of these myself. He's got a different series of the 600, I believe. I think his is a 614 or something. I can't remember offhand what one he has. But I've seen a lot of YouTubers use these mics too, and they just hang it over the amp, which is what I did at church today. And I hung it right over the middle of the cone, which is actually where I have it set up on the tripod. It's actually in the middle of the cone. And that actually worked great. Now, funny thing is it does say front on the microphone, and I thought, well, maybe front means facing me or facing the crowd. Turns out front is actually the front mic element. That's where the mic actually is, and I had the black part facing the speaker, but it still did a great job. But I'm going to show you guys the sound difference too by rotating this, how it picks up the sound and how the sound can actually be changed between the two, because I'm kind of curious as well now that I have this thing set up in here. I didn't use a mic stand today at church. I just hung it over the amp. It's kind of like more convenient that way. But because they do give you a mic clip, which, by the way, the clip is for your XLR connection. It's not actually for the mic itself. And I do want to make a correction, too. There was one or two YouTubers thought this thing was plastic. It is all metal construction, all of it. So it is going to be very durable. If it does happen to drop, it's not going to shatter into a million pieces. Okay, I mean, it's a $130 mic, but it's all metal construction. And it does also come with a carry pouch as well, so you can carry the microphone in there. So that's not a big deal either. So let's get a little bit of extra light on the situation, shall we? And so you can see things a little bit better. And I'm going to turn off the mic now, and we are going to go over this. So this is how I had it set up at church today. Might as well just take this stupid headset off because you're going to be able to hear me anyway. That's about my way. So I apparently have the wrong end facing the amp. But hey, you know what? It worked. So let's see what it sounds like. Okay, guys, so that's the mic in both directions. Let me know which way you think is better, actually. Of course, obviously, the correct way is the better way because it's going to get the most pickup. But there is a sound difference that it creates, which can be very unique. So if you kind of want that alternate sound from the proper way, then you can put it the improper way. Now, as far as being on a microphone stand goes, depends on your stage, I guess, that you happen to have. I've got solid concrete floors that just have that plastic click flooring down, so I don't have to worry about any kind of vibration or any of that sort of thing going on. So I can get away with having it on a stand in here, which can work out quite well. So, you know, a more permanent setup would be fantastic in here. Does mean some rearranging of the room again, but I'm pretty sure I can pull that off. It just means ditching my PC out of here and putting it into a different room, and I could actually have a permanent setup with a mic stand in here, and then when I go to church, hang it over top the amp. No big deal. Anyways, I think the microphone in itself, I mean, I've heard the results myself, and I think it works exceedingly well. I don't have an SM57 to compare against. I only have an SM58, which is pretty much the same sort of thing, but the 57 has to be like right square on kind of thing at wherever you're putting it on the speaker cone. You know, so it has to point straight in. Kind of like any other vocal mic would be, you point it straight in, right? Because when you go off the sides, you lose a lot of that capability. And this mic, it's pretty wide pattern on it for a dynamic mic. So that's actually quite cool. Now, if you are looking for a condenser mic, a version of this, they do actually have one called the E614, which is a condenser mic. So for that, you would need phantom power unless it already has a battery in it. I'd have to look into that mic myself, but it's also looks completely different too. There are different models. You've got the 6022, the 604, the 608. This is the E609. You got the E614. These are instrument-only mics, not made for vocals. Vocal mics are the E835, the E845, and the E865 if you're looking for a vocal mic from Sennheiser. But for $130, I mean, you get a nice little carry pouch, you get the mic clip. Now the mic clip, it's 5/8 threaded right now. They do give you this 5/8 to 3/8 adapter that you got to kind of unscrew from it in order to put it onto a mic stand. But if you do have a 3/8 threaded piece on your stand already, then just leave this in there. But you just take it out with a flat blade screwdriver. Just take the one end and just give it a slight twist. It'll loosen it off. And then if you want to put it back in there, then just put it back in and, you know, have it there loose in case you want to take it out again. But, you know, whatever. It's kind of your thing what you do. But I'm going to leave all the pieces together in the same bag. But anyhow, so that's our microphone. I think that, in my opinion, I like it, okay? And I like the fact that the XLR cable is what's being held by the clip instead of the mic itself. I mean, that's kind of a neat idea, you know, because if you want to just remove the mic and leave the cable there, you can do that. And it also gives it extra length, too, to the microphone by having that kind of a hookup. So also a pretty neat little idea. But anyways, that's what I got for you guys today on this one. I think it's worth the $130, no problem. Now that's Canadian dollars. That's Long McQuade. Go into any one of your 100 stores in the country or order it online from their website if you want to. If you can't make it into your nearest store or you're not close enough to your nearest Long McQuade, definitely they can ship you the microphone if you want this thing. I think it's a good buy. I've watched enough videos that it is kind of a mixed thing. There are some sound applications where an SM57 is still a little bit better, but otherwise this thing kind of rules, is basically the consensus I'm getting from those who have compared the two. Yeah, definitely it is an all-metal microphone. It is not plastic. So those channels, if you watch them, which I encourage you to get their sound that they got out of their gear so you can hear more of a variety, just keep in mind you may want to correct them on their channel that it is actually an all-metal microphone. It is not plastic. And from what I can tell, there is no plastic on the thing. And even the manual says it's all metal, so I don't know how they went wrong on that one, but it can happen, I suppose. I've made my share of mistakes, I know. So, anyways, that's it. That's all. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Yes, I think I'm going to start miking up some amps here and there once in a while. I've always been against it, but it may actually work for a few things for me. For future videos where I think miking up may be my advantage. So I look forward to that sort of thing too. You know, I can change, anybody can change. So, you know, we're not always that set in our ways. It just takes the right toys, I guess, in this case, to make me want to change my mind a little bit. And this certainly has done that for me. So we'll catch you guys on the next one, all right? See ya.